And we are back once again. And today we are in Sector 5 on the hunt for Ice Missile. So, first of all, we got a creature right away, and this thing is called a Zella. There we go. And then we continue. So, we went through a little bit of this last time. If you didn't see that, the last episode will be up on screen. And then these guys are called the Scoot. I think that's how you say it. I don't know, or shoot, something like that. Anyways, yeah, those guys are like the little wiggly things you find in the old Metroid game, but in this one, they spit down stuff. And the Zella as well, they have changed in this as well, so it's a little different. Also, I want to mention the music. This is like classical, or classic, ice area music in retro games, which I kind of like. Also, it kind of reminds me of Twilight Princess, not gonna lie, which isn't really retro, but kind of reminds me of that. But it sounds nice. Kind of want to turn it up a little louder, but it sounds good. And then we're gonna move through here. And I never even mentioned these guys. These guys are called the wavers. They kind of wave at you. No, just kidding. Yeah, they kind of give a wave effect because of the way that they're animated. I think that's the reason why they're named that way, but I honestly don't know. And then there's several of them in this room. And if you can get them to stick on the wall, you can actually destroy them with either of your beams or missiles. And we continue. And then we're just going to go straight down and over. We'll come back to the other room in just a moment. I'm going to actually skip over the save station as well. Not really a reason for me to do that. And then we're going to head on over here. Open up the security room. So Adam said we needed a security unlock to actually get into the data room. So we had to do this first. Then we are going to head on up. And then, just so you guys know, these guys are slightly annoying, so I'm going to do a little trick and bomb right there. And there is a little hidden thing there. So I don't know if it's on this side either. Should check. It doesn't look like it. I could be wrong. But you can just crawl up the side here and not have to worry about any of that. So that's brilliant. Miss that save. And we are going to bomb a few of these guys, or missile a few of them. And then do this. Actually, I'm gonna head up. Whoop. Well, that was interesting. Get your attack cancel in the middle of the screw attack. Okay. And then we get the data room. And this allows us to get Ice Missile. Or freeze to the Ice Missile. Or freeze to the Super Missile. We're gonna head on over here. And we are heading down. And I don't think we've actually seen these creatures before, so this is called a Ripper, which I think is pretty cool because of reasons that JD and my crew wouldn't know. I think it's kind of funny. And this is actually called a false tank. So it's not called a false energy tank, which I thought it was originally. It's just called a false tank, which is kind of interesting. And it doesn't actually have an alternate name either. It's just, that's what it's called across the board, which I think is kind of interesting. I'm going to head up here, And there isn't a little item at the top of this room, but we got to destroy the creatures, then turn into something else. We ice missile them, and I didn't even mention it, but ice missile you can freeze enemies with, which is quite a bit helpful. And that is not what we want to happen, so I'm gonna go out and back in the room again. Perfect. And do that. So yeah, you kind of want to make sure you don't absorb these things because they can be absorbed and you want to prevent it. Possible. Shrink. There you go. And then once I can actually hit this thing, there we go. Hop over here, grab that, and that's a missile tank. Honestly, when I came through beforehand, I had a whole lot more harder time doing that, so I'm glad I didn't have struggles with it. Okay, I'm gonna head up here, and we are going to do kind of the same thing in this room. I'm gonna hit this one. It's gonna actually change into something else on demand, and then it's gonna turn into the X, and it's going to increase this one. We freeze that, and off we go. I'm gonna use that speed booster, and hop up here, and we are out. So one thing to mention in this sector that I think is kind of cool is all these things have a little bit of alteration to them, and these little bit of alterations is because they're combined with the blue X rather than the regular X, which I thought was kind of interesting. So it's slightly different. Kind of like it. And that, there we go. And we are going to, oh, that looked nice. Yes, that looked brilliant. Okay. Oh, and there it is again. Fear for your life, mortals. That's what it feels like. I'm gonna head in here. And then this sucker is called a Gurubus. I think that's how you pronounce it. But there's that guy. Super missile's just the easiest way to take him out. And then you can just come up here, grab that missile tank, and then head back down.
Emergency in Sector 3.
Emergency in Sector 3? What?
Emergency in Sector 3.
Say what?
Emergency in Sector 3.
Well, in that case, we better recharge.
Emergency in
And run! Let's see what this is all about.
Sector 3.
Adam, tell me what's going on. Emergency in Sector 3, PYR. The area could melt down soon. It seems the main boiler unit is in malfunctioning. This could easily destroy the entire research station, as it would likely trigger the auto-destruct explosives. We have about 6 minutes. Hurry to Sector 3 and access the control room to the other side of the main boiler room. Most of the systems in POAR are down because of this. Again, we know who's to blame. The SAX must have hacked into the system control file. Impressive intelligence. Is your objective clear? Yes. There is little time. Hurry to the control room in Sector 3.
6 minutes to main boiler explosion.
Oh, and now we got 6 minutes till the boiler explodes. Oh, how lovely. Run! Come on, elevator, you gotta go a little faster. The whole sector is about to explode. And then I miss it. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Man, this elevator is really slow. Don't we have emergency staircase? Skip the navigation room. We need to go. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Get through here. Freeze. Held down. Get through here. Hit you with an ice missile. And then hop up here. And move our way over here. Turn the ball. Get down here quick. We have to get to the other side of the station as quick as possible. Down we go. Over. Come on, come on. gotta make it. No time for you, fire. No time for you either.
5 minutes to main boiler explosion.
5 minutes? Am I gonna even make it? Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Dodge the fire. Dodge more fire. Keep going. Oh no, there's a new enemy. Now, these ones are actually new enemies, and they're called Namine, or Namahi. Yeah, they throw new balls at you, and are twice as, yeah, they have twice as much health too. But now fell into the fire. Come on, come on, we still gotta make it. Just fight me when you say stuff. We gotta do this. Hop up here. Do that. Keep moving. Keep moving. Do this. Come on. Gotta hit this one. I didn't practice this at all, did I? Running out of time. I gotta make it. Side hoppers, get out of the way. Okay, I don't have time for you. Boom. 4 minutes. Oh no. Ah, there's a Gladiator. Super missile at plus speed. Get in here. The scientist. Hit him with a missile. Why are you controlling the station? Ah. How did the X even activate this? This doesn't make any sense. There we go. Wide beam ability has been recovered. Well, that's odd. Cooling unit operational. Well, phew. That was a close one. So that enemy was actually called a scientist. So the game will actually explain it in a bit. So I am not going to worry about it till we get there. And now we just work our way back. Thank goodness it's all fine now. Actually, before I forget, make sure to grab the map because I want to grab all the maps. I missed one back there too. We'll grab it real quick. And this is the top portion of the map. This is where you would normally fight that thing, but I decided to just fight it down there. Took a little bit of hits, but that's okay. And just get our way through a few of these scenes. So wide beam is kind of like the almost a spacer-esque weapon, but it's not. There's only, if I remember right, this one is probably the only mainline game with wide beam, if I remember right. So it's kind of interesting to see this. Although it says that it was recovered, so yeah, there is things that show that there is wide beam, but it's not in the main series of it, so it's kind of interesting. So we hit on over here. So yeah, it shoots 3 beams instead of what we had as a combined 1. Well, technically it was 2, but yeah. So now we have a little bit more power in our hands, which is brilliant. Also, fall inches is not the greatest of options. And we'll take that. Freeze you, thank you. So, yeah, there it is. I was gonna say I'm gonna get hit by the fire if I move that way. Do that, and then keep on moving back. We'll get that other fire map in a bit. Okay, I lied, I got it just now. I'd rather do it now than wait and do it when I forget about it, so that's brilliant. Also, these scenes are a tad more annoying than the previous ones, so they do a little bit more damage and they're a little bit more quick. They have that tracker ball, which is interesting. So that was not close enough, so that was brilliant. Come up here, up on that one. Same area we were in before. And we never saw this before, but the door is destroyed on this side as well. And we destroy that super missile one. And then we are off. And then all of the previous ones or the previous enemies there were replaced by the Nemahi. So it's kind of an interesting little detail. At least I thought. So I'm gonna finish up a couple of these guys, and then we are going to move our way over. Recharge station here. There we go. Definitely needed it that time. And we are going to go into the navigation room. And the X mimicked the crew member. It all makes sense now. The X can absorb the memories and knowledge of their prey. What an astounding find. HQ was very impressed. But don't you find it strange that it could have destroyed the station with the X in it? Not to mention the SAX. Unusual for a self-preserving species like the X, unless your presence is an even greater threat to the existence of the X elsewhere. This is only a hypothesis. Perhaps their survival instinct is conflict with their newly borrowed intelligence. Don't let your guard down yet. The X are still a threat. Samus, I see biosigns on the inhabitation deck. Survivors. The infection crewmen you saw had survived until recently. Maybe there's a chance the signs imitate from here. Is your objective clear? Yes. I have just restored power to the main elevator. Use it to return and look for the only survivors. And we are actually going to come back into this, and we are going to save here. So from here on, the game is a little bit more different from the whole time we've been playing it. So all the things we've went through is going to be completely changed, and it's going to be brilliant. And that quote from Adam is most likely referring to the X elsewhere. And now that we know that Metroid Dread is a thing, that means that the X are potentially still somewhere in Dread, and I think this is going to be insane. Dread is going to be a brilliant game as is, and the fact that that Adam said himself that there might be more X elsewhere, and Samus would be a great threat to him, or just goes to show that something may be happening. I mean, perhaps even the Chozo were overtaken by the X, and that is why we see Chozo and the Metroid Dread. That would be crazy. I don't know what to think, but today there was a bit to it. Ice missiles, they're a cool upgrade and all, but now it takes twice as many hits for most enemies to actually kill. So it's gonna be interesting. Bosses should still be the same, but man, today was fun. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you did like the video, press the like button down below. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button. We do Terraria videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and a Metroid video every Wednesday, so if you're interested in that, please do subscribe. And if you are wanting more, please join our Discord. We have behind the scenes, I let you guys know when the video comes out ahead of time for anyone else, and you get to be a part of the community. We do chat there here and there, so if you are interested in that, please join. And as always, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.